Welcome to the Beatles Talk Show. Today's February 28th. Here's some really cool Beatle facts through the years. On this date in 1963, the Beatles were performing a show at the Granada Cinema in Shropshire, of all names for places. But it was John and Paul who composed the song From Me to You. And this would land up becoming their next single and one of their biggest hits ever, but it was recorded on this day.
1963. And what happened in 64?
Yeah, on this day in 1964, the Beatles were recording a radio program called From Us to You. So they actually recorded a new 55-second version of the song From Me to You, changed the lyrics so it could be the show's theme song.
But it was called From Us to You, yes?
Yeah.
Cool.
And on this date in 1965, the Beatles were still filming their movie Help in the Bahamas.
Still?
Wow. And they were filming in a place called Cabbage Beach, Paradise Island.
Okay.
And on this date in 1966, the Cavern Club closes. Fans were very upset. And the stage is sawed into small sections and they sold it.
Isn't that crazy?
So somewhere out there people have pieces of the Cavern Club. That's kind of interesting. Right?
I think your deck in the back has a piece of that.
Yeah, that could be,
I think we needed a piece for the deck. You know, it's sad, you think about it, right? I mean, these many years later, why would they do something to such a heritage building? But I guess at the time, people
it wasn't heritage then, right?
I suppose
people
not.
Were just like, it's just a dank, dungy, yucky building. Let's get rid of it. Yeah. On this date in 1967, the Beatles were in the studio recording a new song called Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Good song.
Written by John Lennon, would be featured on the Sgt. Pepper album released a few months later.
Everybody thought it was a reference to LSD, the drug, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, but John said, no, that's bullshit. He said it was just a drawing that Julian Lennon had brought home, his son Julian had brought home from school one day. And he said, you know, what's all this? And Julian said, oh, that's Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. That's why he wrote the song.
Yeah.
You know, little ideas.
And on this day in 1972, sort of sad news, while driving in London, George and his wife Patty Harrison were in a car accident.
Were they?
And there was an electrical blackout and their car landed up hitting a light pole. And Patty actually got a concussion and had to be kept overnight for observation.
Was that the same pole that Paul hit in 66 with his car where he had to be replaced by Billy Shears?
Don't know. Could be. Hey, you better check into that.
That's a bunch of bullshit. But it's funny to talk about it. We're going to get into a lot of these conspiracy theories that have been floating around for the last 40 years on later shows. And also we're going to get into talking about Beatles' unreleased recordings, video and audio. It'll be interesting, man. Hey, before we leave the folks, this is a very short segment, obviously. Let's just run through, let's just do a song together. Just him and I, we used to be in a Beatles tribute band, you know, going back a few years ago. Here's one of the songs we used to do, I think. We're still missing a guitar string on this, if you can believe it, after all these years. Never did replace it. You know, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I love you so, I'm the one who wants you. Yes, I'm the one who wants you. Oh, 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 you. If you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. Gotta get that string, man. Anyway, have a good day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
All right. So my dear friends, come back when you can.